So the border crossing at this location was super easy, super simple, didn't have any trouble.
He only asked one weird question. So if you haven't watched last week's video, go back and look at that so you can see what that question was.
The only problem we had was that we were talking on the walkie-talkies and I kind of missed the turn.
They were celebrating on the walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
And smooth border crossing.
Yeah. And then since I missed the turn, it took us 5 miles until we could find a place to turn around, which was quite frustrating.
And one of our caravan followed us. So one waited for us to turn around, or actually they went to the campground. And then we had another, McNeil's on Wheels followed us. So we put them in a jam.
Yeah. But after that, smoothed out.
We made it to Lee Creek Campground in Cardston, Alberta. Just going to be an overnight stop. It's a very pretty. We'll show you a little bit about it. We're going to get out and maybe take a walk. She's asked me to cook out.
I want a hamburger. I love hamburgers.
So she got me cooking out, and then follow us for the rest of the video because we're going to take you places.
We made it to Canada. Yay! We spent our first night in Lee Creek Campground. We got here late in the afternoon and we're already packed up this morning, and we're getting ready to head on up to Calgary. We are headed toward Banff and Jasper National Park, which we are so excited about. We can hardly stand it. So it's time for us to get on the road.
We camped by the stars, felt the cool night air. The Rockies were calling, we had no cares. Onward we rolled, through the border we passed. Canada's beauty, it hit us fast. Oh, RV America, wheels on the road. Through mountains and valleys, where stories are told. From Tennessee's green to Alaska's glow. This road trip to freedom, it's where we go.
So some friends of Deb and Joel from Chasing Our Sunshine has set us up where we're able to boondock for 2 nights with them at a farm just north of Calgary. And we'd like to say thank you to Kelly and Wendy for being such great hosts to us.
Well, this is the last big major city before we head into Banff, into Jasper, and through the Alaskan Highway to Alaska. We're in Calgary, and we've got friends of friends showing us around, and it's a pretty neat downtown area.
This is actually the only big city we have been in this whole entire trip.
Yeah, true. But let's show you just a little bit of it. Not much, but we'll show you a little bit of it.
We're downtown Calgary.
Yep, we're at Peter's Drive-In. We were told to definitely have to come by here.
Milkshakes.
Grab a burger if you want, but you've got to get the milkshake.
Yep, and we just got out of church, and so
As a group?
and this is where we are all headed if we don't get run over by the cars.
So that was the Peace Bridge, a symbol of peace from Calgary. We are leaving, so peace out, Calgary. Good morning, RV America fam. We are on day 16 of our big adventure, epic adventure to Alaska. We're leaving our boondocking spot in Crossfield, Alberta, and heading our way to Banff National Park. Again, we want to thank Kelly and Wendy for being such great hosts, and thank you to their family.
Exploring Banff and Jasper, where the peaks touch the sky. Turquoise lakes and glaciers made our spirits fly. Elk roam the meadows, the air so crisp. Every mile a memory, every view a gift. Then the Alaskan road trip to freedom, it's where we go.
So I did want to point out they had looks like about a 6-lane potable water / RV dump right about 8 sites in to the left. So you do have, though you only have electricity at the sites, you do have potable water and sewer that you can check on as you need it or going in and out.
What you doing, Alvin? Yeah? Are you ready to go camping? Yeah? You know there's bears around here? Alvin, do you know there's bears around here? You have to really watch? I know. You don't want to get eaten by a bear, do you? No. We made it to Banff. I want you to look at this view.
Beautiful, eh?
It's incredible.
I'm already saying A because I'm in Canada.
Right?
This is the first big rock that we made it to. We're so excited about seeing Banff. It's one of Canada's most famous national parks.
Yeah, they say it is equal to Glacier, and y'all know Glacier is our favorite national park of all of them.
Yeah, so we're wondering, is it going to overtake Glacier? We'll find out. So we got 4 days here.
Yeah.
I guess 3 more. We just got here last night.
Yeah, 3 more days, and then we'll move on up to Jasper. But right now we're going to explore Banff. But we got a couple of things we want to tell you about. Number 1, we made these reservations on the very first day that they opened and were taking reservations.
January the 24th, 8 a.m. Mountain Time.
And we pulled in today, and there was a sign out front that said Campground is full.
Yeah, you cannot wait. This is not one you can chance it on. You've got to make sure if you come to Lake Louise Campground, Hardside, you've got to get a reservation. It's got electricity and it offers a dump station and water. So you have just everything you need, but it goes fast. In fact, I think that day, later on that day, the week we were looking at was sold out.
Yeah, because everybody wants to come here. Let's just be honest.
Yep.
It's amazing. Everyone wants to come here.
Yep.
Also, let's talk about the parks. We are in Lake Louise Hardside, and it is called Hardside because
it's not a hard cider. It's a hard side.
A hard side, as in your camper has to be hard-sided to stay here.
And do you know why it has to be hard side?
Because of all the bears.
All the bears. And we were warned as soon as we pulled up. A lot of bear activity out there. So be careful.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep your food put up, your grills, after you use them, put them away. Or it will draw the bears here and they'll start taking advantage of things and possibly messing up your equipment or your rig or whatever the case may be. I did also want to mention that there's a park right next to this called Lake Louise Softside. And the reason it's called Softside is that if you have a pop-up or a tent, you must go into that campground because it has electric fence all the way around it to keep the bears out.
Electric fence blows my mind. Electric fence, I don't know how safe we are here, but I assume we're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Let's go explore the city of Banff. So Chasing Our Sunshine is with us today in the Jeep. And we are off to explore Banff, the village of Banff. I'm going to be all tongue-tied this morning.
I know.
Now, let me say this. Deb has got this really cool app.
The guide along.
The Guide Along. And if you download it for the area that you're in, it will give you lots of good information, places to stop. And it actually has the route on it that we're going to go in today. So we're excited. It's going to be talking to us as we're traveling. And that'll make it a very interesting drive.
It will. We used it when we went to the Grand Tetons in Yellowstone, and we saw things that we never would have, except for the guide along told us to pull over and look and don't miss this. So we're hoping that by purchasing the Rocky Mountain ones now, that it's going to give us just as good information, and we're hoping to see some wildlife.
Yes, that'll be really exciting. And now I will say they have this for the States because we used it in Deadwood and Yellowstone last year or year before last when we were over that way. So they make it for everywhere you're at. So you might want to check it out. We don't make any money off that or anything. It's just very handy tool.
From Tennessee's green to Alaska's glow, this road trip to freedom, it's where we go.
We made it to the Banff sign, and you've got to stop here if you're coming to Banff. And there is a parking spot, 5-minute parking, so you can park over there, make it to the Banff sign. and get your picture to make it official that
Yeah.
you're at Banff.
We are now official.
Yeah.
Official. Totally official.
There's also RV parking at the same spot, so this is about as far as you want to go with the RV before you get into the village of Banff. So check out that. Just look for the signs for either RV parking and then also for the 5-minute sign parking.
It's that way from the sign. Okay, everybody. He said no. Ready? Everybody arms up. Yay, we made it.
The call of the wild was drawing us near. Oh, RV America, wheels on the road.
So we're at the Cave Basin section of the park, and this is the most historical section of the park there is. I'll post the date. I heard it, but I just don't remember it right now. Is a group of railroad workers found a cave and dropped down in it and discovered the hot springs. And the railroad wanted to put hotels near hot springs and beautiful places, so nothing more beautiful than Banff with all the mountains and the hot springs.
Now, there is a fee to go in, but if you have the Canadian National Park Pass, you don't have to pay it. You get in with your park pass. So this is the mineral cave, and you used to be able to come and actually soak in this, but there's an endangered species of snails about the size of an apple seed, from what they said, and now no one's allowed to get into it. So you can only come and look at it. It's cool, but let me tell you something you need to know if you come here. It really stinks. It's sulfur springs. So it's really, really, really yucky smell. Okay, so this is where Banff was originally discovered, and the people dropped in through this hole right here in the ceiling. I don't think you can tell, but it's actually barred over right now. But they dropped in with a candle and came down here, and this was the beginning of the national park, right here. So if you come to the Cave and Basin, be sure you take the time to go to the top of the building, because the view is absolutely incredible. Look at this.
Iris, puppets,
So we've talked about the red chairs when we were in Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island and the Atlantic coast of Canada.
They were everywhere.
They were everywhere. And look what we found.
They're everywhere.
You get the best views from the red chairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. You can see all the mountains.
Definitely a neat stop. It does cost $9 Canadian to go into the cave. It's just a short walk, not even 100 yards to the cave, and you get to see the water. It's free with the National Pass, the Canadian National Pass, but if you didn't have it, you'd pay $9. I don't know if I would have paid that. It's free to go upstairs and get all the great views, so we always suggest getting the National Park Pass.
Shining in that wide open space. We camped by the stars, felt the cool night air. The Rockies were calling, we had no cares. Onward we rolled, through the border we passed. Canada's beauty, it hit us fast.
Danny and I were around here working the group today, and we got pizza. It's Canadian pizza.
We always get pizza too.
Yeah, what did you get?
I got the tuna thing, but I don't know if I'll be able to eat it, 'cause I'm not very good with chopsticks.
So I will say, I have absolutely no idea when we will ever eat a meal again where we have this view. It's incredible.
From Tennessee Turquoise lakes and glaciers made our spirits fly. Elk roamed the meadows, the air so crisp. Every mile a memory, every view a gift. Then the Alaskan Highway, a ribbon of dreams, through forests and tundra, flowing like streams.
So the scenic pullouts are just marvelous. I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah, don't pass them by if you can help it. Go ahead and stop.
Yes. And the mountain behind us is called Tunnel Mountain. You would think there was a tunnel in it.
Yeah, you would think, but not.
No. When they started the railroad, they were going to put a tunnel in it, but they found a cheaper way to get around a mountain and didn't need the tunnel. So, but the name stuck.
So I was so busy looking that way that I forgot to look that way. Look at that.
So you're asking, are there campgrounds in Banff? There's a 1,000-site park that runs down this Tunnel Mountain Road, or Parkway, whatever it's called, but in the Tunnel Mountain area.
So it's an early day today.
9 o'clock is early.
9 o'clock is pretty early for us. And the fact that we were on time is another really cool thing. But what we're doing today is we're still in Banff. We've got tickets to the shuttle. And so we're getting on a shuttle.
And it's taking us to Lake Louise, which is supposed to be one of the iconic spots you've got to hit.
Yeah, and we really wanted to do the tea room. However, it doesn't open till like mid-June, so we don't get to go have tea.
Here we are once again, surrounded by beautiful mountains. Check this out.
Oh. 15 minutes later.
I did want to point out it's just a short, maybe a 10th hike to the lake. So if you're not in hiking shape, you can definitely make it here to see the beautiful lake, as you see behind me, and we'll throw some pictures up. And there's places to sit down, and then we'll continue around the lake and see other views.
Lakeside Trail,
Yep.
right?
It's 2.3 kilometers or approximately 1.6 miles.
Yeah, it's out and back, I think.
We'll find out.
We'll find out for sure.
Yeah, and this is where we find out, does Banff match Glacier National Park? Because we have not seen the lakes. We've seen the beautiful mountains, but the lakes are really what separate Glacier from everything else. So we're looking forward to see what Lake Louise can look like.
And we'll let you know if they match up.
Yes.
Or if it exceeds.
Oh yeah.
It could exceed. We've been told it exceeds, so we'll let you know.
Now, Lake Louise Campground, Hardside Campground, has some nice trails. We just got back from hiking and getting back out, just taking Bella on a little hike. Don't know how long it is. But Lynn reminded me that we need to talk, make lots of noise, and I think I've said this before, but she's been practicing her whole life for this.
I'm really good at it.
She's great at talking. Let me show you some of these views. So we're right here at the edge. We won't go in there because it's not open yet, but it's called Lake Louise Soft Side Campground. As we said before, the soft side is because only tents, this is where the tents have to go. This is where pop-up campers have to go. Anything with a soft side, they have to be behind this electric fence. It's a bear guard, electrified bear guard. Keeps the bears from coming in that maybe sniff and smell your food in your tent or in your pop-up. So the idea is you have this big, they won't cross this, and the fence all along is electrified. Keeps you safe. It's day 19 of our Alaskan road trip.
And it has been an amazing journey, minus the dust storms. Let's see, the wind blowing us off the road.
The terrible rains.
The terrible rains. But, you know, that's part of the journey. So if you head to Alaska, you can expect some of this stuff just like us.
But you can also expect some of the great things.
Right.
Such as being here in Banff National Park.
Yep, we are still in Banff. Today is our last day in Banff, and we're going to hate to leave it. But I know y'all are ready for us to get on that Alaskan Highway and to see how that looks.
Getting closer and closer.
Closer and closer. We are going from here tomorrow to Jasper National Park, and we're going to explore that for 3 days, and then we'll be moving on to the highway. After that comes the Alaskan Highway. Yay! I'm so excited about that.
We are really enjoying Banff, and Banff has been beautiful. It's very similar to Glacier National Park, but I give Glacier just a little bit of a nod as being still our favorite park.
Yeah, we love the waterfalls that we got in Glacier, but
of course we spent 28 days there, so
yeah,
versus 4 days, so it's a little bit of
weigh it out.
A little bit of opinion. We wish we could stay here longer, but we're heading to Alaska.
Yeah, and today we are going on another hike. I'm sure Danny will put the one in we went on yesterday, but today we are headed to a waterfall. And there's one thing I want to tell you about Banff that is totally different than our U.S. national parks, because this is a Canadian one, is that they allow dogs on most trails. Therefore, Bella and Maya are both going with us today.
Maya, you might know her from Chasing Our Sunshine.
Yeah, and they are going to both go with us, and they're both going to hike to the waterfalls.
And we're not sure if they're allowed on all trails. Just always double check.
No, they're not allowed on all of them. I can tell you that for a fact because I read about it. But the majority, they are. There's a couple that they're not.
Good.
So,
still got to be bear aware.
Yeah, we have to take our bear spray and watch for eagles and all the stuff. So we're going to head out on our hike. So we are headed to Johnston Canyon. We're going to go hike a waterfalls. And this is a dog-friendly trail. Look who's in our back seat.
Maya being a whiner.
There's Maya. And we got Bella's right here.
She's looking for chipmunks.
She's looking for chipmunks and birds and whatever else she can find.
We're at Johnston Canyon, and there's 2 hikes here. One's a 1.2 kilometer, one's a 2.3. The first one goes to the upper falls and then to the lower falls. So we're looking to get some hiking in. I did want to mention a couple things. Number one, get here early because it's a very, very popular hike to the upper falls and lower falls. And dress in layers. It will warm up.
So if you wonder why I'm carrying her, she absolutely refuses to walk on these grates.
Exploring Banff and Jasper where the peaks touch the sky. Turquoise lakes and glaciers made our spirits fly. Elk roam the meadows, the air so crisp. Every mile a memory, every view a gift. Then the Alaskan Highway, a ribbon of dreams, through forests and tundra, flowing like streams. The Alaskan Highway, oh, what a ride. With wonders to see on this road so wide. High-glired hot springs, soaking nature's spa.
Join us next week as we continue on our adventure to Alaska by way of the Icefield Parkway and the wonderful Jasper National Park. So while I'm thinking about it, take a quick minute and hit the subscribe button, the like and the notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps us out with YouTube. They promote our videos more. The more people like them and subscribe to us, the more they'll push them out, and the more it helps us. Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America.